Hello, this is Sue Holland with Sue Holland Real Estate, and with me tonight is Theresa Carty, and we are here with Real Estate and Real Talk. Notice the new sign. Hopefully it won't fall because we don't have it secured up there, but we're going to try to get through it. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Positive.
All right, I'll think positive.
She's positive it's going to fall. That's probably what she's thinking. But anyway, so look, guys, so for the next few probably podcasts, spring is coming. Believe it or not, it's going to be here before we know it. And people, hopefully some of you guys will be calling us, or even if you call another agent, we're just going to be doing some special podcast about what to look for when you put your home on the market. And
Can I say this, Sue?
No, go ahead.
I have already this week gotten calls from buyers who are ready to buy. So you don't have to wait till spring. If you're ready right now, put it on the market. There are buyers out there right now looking for property and homes to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, you're right. There's never a bad time to put a home on the market.
My phone has been ringing off the hook. So.
Yeah. So absolutely. Yeah, but for those of you who are waiting, or even if you're not, but even right now, here's some tips. So that's what we're going to be sharing with you for the next few weeks. And Theresa, why don't you share with them about a listing that you have?
Okay. I've got a listing at 7451 Scenic Highway, which is about maybe 10 minutes past Nakalula Falls. And it's 10 and a half acres. 2 recreational vehicles are going to remain with it. So it's ready to go. You can live there. You can go up there on the weekends, or you can rent it out. It's in the county. I mean, you could build on it. It's got plenty of really, really beautiful sites in the woods that you could build on. So I've got that. It's $159,000. So, and I just wanted to mention, I still have 2.5 acres in Tillerson Bend. And that's 140, and it's beautiful. I went out there this week, and it was gorgeous. So,
Tillerson Bend's a beautiful area.
Oh, it's nice, beautiful. I went around sunset, and it was so pretty.
I know I have some good friends, a lot of good friends that live out in Tillerson Bend. So it's a pretty place to build. And I have some lots outside of city limits in North Gadsden. They range from 8 to 12,000. No restrictions. You can build, put a mobile home. So if you're interested in one of those, give me a call. And my great straight contract.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was so happy for my seller. Awesome. I think we had a good buyer. So we're moving. The market. Hopefully, I said we still need more listings, though.
Yes, we do.
So before I forget, next week, Scott Waldrop with Scott Waldrop Law Firm. He's one of our favorites. He and Joan Coker, who is his paralegal, are going to be here with us as guests. And they're going to talk about owner's title policy, deed, and what's involved in doing a title search. So this is going to be really interesting if you have your home on the market. These are, again, things that you want to know about, things that could pop up as a lien. And I'm not going to go into all that because I want to save it for Scott and John. But that's going to be good.
Right. And I like it because I'm using him now for a seller who their family passed away, and they're walking us through getting it ready to list because there's a lot involved with the probate. And Scott is really, really good at helping you walk through that and getting it ready to sell. So when you do find a buyer, you don't have to wait. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Another thing we want to talk about tonight, and again, this is free information, is what is a real estate fixture? If you have your home on the market, or you are thinking about putting your home on the market, you really need to give close attention. First of all, get a good real estate agent, somebody who knows these things, and hopefully someone who's also licensed, not just for the state, but in Etowah County. People always say shop local. Well, you know what? Use a real estate agent that's local. Look, there's plenty of us out here, and we know this area. I don't go down to Gulf Shores. If I get a referral, I send it out. I refer it out to someone who knows that area because I care about the buyer and seller. So let me encourage you, find a local real estate agent to list your home and you put it on the market, someone who knows the area. And it's okay to interview. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do a podcast where here's some questions to interview people, because I spent an hour and a half the other day with that. Actually, it's kind of funny. You'll get a kick out of this. Older man, his wife passed away. I went up there to Albertville, was there about an hour and a half, longer than what I normally stay. But he needed to talk. And I love people, and I'm good with listening. And see, we get on this utility trailer, like the whole four-wheel thing that you ride around in.
Oh, sure.
I'm going to call it a utility trailer.
So you're like a four-wheeler.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
You got on a four-wheeler with a guy?
Older man, yeah.
Oh, gosh, I'm too nervous for that.
And the older man.
I don't care, but I mean, like,
okay.
How do you know what kind of driver he is? He might be a bad driver.
Well, I guess I'd have found out. I would have called, hey, Theresa, come
Did you have
in.
a helmet on?
No, I did not wear a helmet.
I can't do that.
Okay. So anyway, he has like 22 acres. And so we are out. I have to see the property. I wanted to. So he's like, well, okay. So we get on this utility trailer. We're riding around. And he shows me the barn, and we ride out on the acreage, and he shows me all the land. Very, very pretty. So he shows me this one little place, a little, it's not like a barn, but it's a little house. Like, maybe thinking of a pool house.
A pool house. Mm-hmm.
But it's not. But anyway, so we go in there, and I'm looking around, and he says, do you know what this is? I said, yes, sir, I do. I said, you're making moonshine. You can't. So, hey, this was some nice equipment. Man, it shines.
That's legal.
I don't know. So anyway, and I didn't ask, but he was so nice. And it was very clean. No, I mean, he had some nice fixed up equipment there.
We don't want to get him in trouble, though.
I'm not. Did I give a name? No, I didn't.
You didn't.
And I wouldn't. I'd say, you know what? I don't know. I forget. My memory's gone. But anyway, listen.
And I would believe you.
Well, I think that's true. But he says, well, here, taste it. I was like, no. So he's like, well, no, because I've only smelled of moonshine. It was pure moonshine one time in my whole life, and I would not taste it because I thought this could blow up, like strike a match and it would go up in flames. So I refused to do it. Well, so I smelled of it, and I thought, well, gosh, that smells good. So he does his differently, and it was actually a smooth taste, believe it or not. I had just a little sip, and it was good. So there you go. You meet all kinds of people in this business. And, but yeah, I stayed about an hour and a half with him, and how can I get off on that?
Because we would be happy to come and interview if you maybe are undecided about two different agents, and maybe they both seem good. And also, yeah, I've done that before, and I really
Drink moonshine?
No. I have, I went on to interviews, and they've interviewed several people, and I didn't get the job, and that makes me feel good because it lets me know that they trust me enough to sell their property.
Yeah.
Or to
right.
Help them buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, I mean, this gentleman, he was so kind, and like I say, his wife's passed away, and I could tell he was just, he's not sure. So I said, have you talked to your children about this by any chance? Because I said, do you have a plan B?
Right.
Especially if someone that's an elderly person, you certainly would not want to put them in a contract and they have nowhere to go.
Right.
So he has a plan B. So I just suggested to him, go back and let's have a heart-to-heart with your son and make sure everybody's on board. That's the kind of agent I am. Yes, I want to sell his home, but I do not want to leave him out there with no place to go because it would sell. And my dad went through it, and it's hard. It's hard to give your home up. He built this house with his wife, and so anyway, it's just rather.
But there does come a time when the maintenance of a large home
and 22 acres
is just, it's too much.
Yeah.
And if you can walk somebody through that, make them feel comfortable about, having second thoughts. However, it will take a burden off them.
Mm-hmm.
It really will.
And I think it will, but that's not, I want that to be his call.
Decision.
That's right.
Correct.
That's going to be his call.
Yes, but
not
I'm
mine.
saying you can be there when he's ready.
Sure.
To walk him through that.
I put my magnets on his refrigerator. Plus, I gave him his
That's a great
package.
idea.
I gave him all his comps and everything.
Awesome.
So another thing we want to talk about is if you're going to put your home on the market or you maybe already have it on the market.
Now's the time to do it.
Yeah. So what is a real estate fixture? This is a legal term in real estate. Real Estate 101. This is what we were taught in real estate school. And it's very important that you understand what it is and the significance of this if you go to list, not just list your house, but once you go under contract. And I'll give you a perfect example. When I go in to list a home, if a seller tells me that chandelier was given to me by my mother, it's not going with the house. This is what I highly recommend. Go ahead now, take it down and put something up there nice. Let's don't even put pictures of it. No. Right. Let's don't even give the buyer that hope that, oh my gosh, I'm going to get that chandelier. Because in the listing agreement, we would have to put chandelier does not remain. And the reason we would have to is because it is a fixture. That is legally a fixture of that house. So be very careful about things like that. Curtain rods that are attached to the wall, they are attached. They are a fixture. Those are things that if you are selling your home and you do not clarify that these things do not remain, it's embedded in that contract already. I've never seen a contract where it's not in there. So you want to make sure that you write something in there that it doesn't stay. I always recommend take it down, replace it with something nice. That way the marketing has the new item in there. If you want those rods, those curtain rods, take them down, fill up the holes because you're going to leave holes, make it look good. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem.
And you could put shears up or something, that looks nice. But I do the same thing.
Yeah.
If there's something they say, well, this isn't going to go, but it's a fixture, I always tell them, then before we list it, let's replace it with something nice.
Absolutely. It's not the same thing as personal property. Completely different things. Real estate fixtures, that's a legal term, and it's going to go with the house if it's attached, unless it is very, very specifically detailed in the purchase agreement. Mirrors, bathroom mirrors, kitchen cabinets. I'll tell you a situation I had once. This was, I hadn't been in real estate too long. And my brother, Tim Holland, was my broker at the time, well-trained. He taught me real estate. And he gave me a heads up about kitchen islands. Some of those are portable. They're not attached. Even you can roll them out, you can pick them up and move them out. They're not attached to the floor. So what happened, I sell a house in Guntersville, and it was a beautiful kitchen island, custom made. We do the purchase agreement. We do the walkthrough before closing, and the island is gone when the buyer gets there. It's not there.
I've had that happen to me.
So I'm being a new agent. I was like, oh
terrifying.
No. Well, yeah, I was nervous. I was like, what do I do?
Yes.
Always call your broker. Always call your broker.
Yes.
So I did, and
I called my broker. It was you.
Yeah. So I called my brother, and he said, what's your contract say? What's your purchase agreement say? And I followed his instructions, and I wrote in there, kitchen island stays. And I had the buyer and seller initial it. Be very, very careful on fixtures. A kitchen island, a lot of people assume that it can't be moved. If it's not attached to that floor, it may or may not be a fixture. So that can get into a gray area. Everything has a gray area.
It does. Very much
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Yes. That's a great thing to tell, because I did have a problem with a kitchen island. All I want to say about that is we had an estate sale. The kitchen island was supposed to stay. And guess what? When I got back in there, it was
Yeah. Same thing. That's what
oops. And so it was a whole can of worms. We got it worked out, but you be very careful about that.
Well, in my situation, when they got to the closing table, the seller, and he had been a very nice man, he was honest. He said he didn't read the purchase offer. He just initialed it.
Oh.
You know, I thought, well, maybe here again, go. Be sure you find a experienced real estate agent. The agent should have gone over it. Nonetheless, it didn't happen. But he ended up some money at closing. He had to write
That's what happened with ours.
Yeah. To the buyer, and because she was devastated, that kitchen island was beautiful.
Hey, women like their kitchen islands.
The kitchen sales every time.
And I see that sometimes. That kind of helps the deal a lot when a woman sees a big island.
Yeah.
And then it's gone when you get there. So,
So and in Alabama, like I say, this real estate varies from state to state. So when I'm talking about in Alabama.
right.
Well, I know a little bit about other states, but not enough to talk about it. So anyway, not enough to comment. So anyway, but just be careful if you have a home out there and that you're about to put on the market again or you're about to list. And if you have a fixture, a real estate fixture, and if you don't know, you're not sure, call us. Or if you have it listed, call your agent and say, gosh, I really wanted this whatever. Right. And make sure with your agent that it's okay before a refrigerator. Typically, a refrigerator, it's going unless it's written in there on the MLS or the contract. That it's agreed to
some
say.
People
it's not a fixture.
Yeah, but some people leave it because they know it is an incentive to buy the property if they leave a really nice refrigerator with the property.
Absolutely,
that's great. But normally, refrigerators do
right. Yeah,
not stay. With the property.
So, and speaking of which, you want to tell them about this lady
some
here?
Great news for buyers because there's a new loan that's on the market right now. We talked with Christy Trombetti, and she's with Reliant Mortgage Solutions. And here are the highlights of the new loan. That's a conventional loan, and it's as little as 3% down now. A lot of them are 20 to 25% down, so think about 3% down. The loan can include renovation. So this is for when you see a house and you go, that needs to be renovated, that needs to be updated. I don't really have the money. Normally, you would just have to buy it and then give a loan and whatever you were going to do as is. But with this one, you can include the renovation cost up to 75% after the renovation value.
This is great for investors.
Oh, it's awesome. And for young couples starting out.
True.
True. They don't want to wait 10, 20 years to update something, And it has to be, here are the stipulations. It has to be your primary residence. It can't be a rental home.
It cannot be a rental?
Well, I guess it can't.
I'm asking.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. No. Second homes and also investment. You're right.
Okay.
It does say investment. So the borrower has 15 months to complete the project.
That's plenty of time.
That's plenty. That's over a year to get everything done.
If you're an investor, you have a game plan.
Back in 2020, it was harder, but right now you can get someone to renovate your home. So 15 months to complete. So primary residence, second homes, and investment property. So if you are interested in this loan, it is not the same as the FHA 203K renovation loan. It's easier and more flexible. So
right, yeah, those are difficult. I've only done a few in all my years, and I did not enjoy them.
Yeah.
So
this is an easy loan, something that you can go look at a home and you go, I love the home, I love the neighborhood, I don't like the bathroom, kitchen, etc. You can call Christy Trombetti.
Yeah.
And we're going to put the information up for
her.
And her number is 404-772-4942. And just give Christy a call. And, it doesn't cost anything to call and find out about And so that might open it up. Call us if you see a home that you've looked, driven by and you say, it probably needs updating. We'll show it to you. Get you hooked up with Christy.
Mm-hmm.
And you might be a homeowner by the, before summer. So, and remember too, if you're wanting to move before your kids get in school, give us a call. We're just going to give you information right now. Say you want to sell in May when the kids get out of school, but now's a good time to go in and start your process and just get information and get everything ready. And then in May, we'll go look.
Yeah. So speaking of buying homes, and I didn't go quite this situation, but I do know what it's like to have a parent live with you. I mean, I've been there, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. After my mom passed, my dad, and it took him a moment, like a couple of years, before he would even think about moving or selling his home. So we didn't push it. That's something that everybody has to deal with on their own terms. But nonetheless, the multi-generational living is becoming more and more popular. A lot of people, and it's very beneficial because you have two incomes, mom and or dad, probably getting retirement. They don't have to go into a nursing home. They're not where they have to have a 24/7 nurse. So they can contribute. And then you and your family, it's keeping the family together. You can still take care of your parents and plus they get to enjoy their grandkids. I loved it when my dad lived with me. Oh, he was hilarious. I mean, I used to think, gosh, no wonder my mom. And so, but I loved it. And like I said, I wouldn't have traded it for the world.
I've got that situation going on now. My mother is 89.
Yeah.
She lives by herself still. She drives. She goes to exercise class, Walmart, grocery store. However, at some point, I would rather her live with me than to go to a nursing home. She's in good health, but it may come to a time where she just doesn't want to stay along for the risks and everything. So we're kind of looking around for that.
True. Well, like I said, there's those homes. And now listen, they are hard to find because you're looking at putting two families together. And I know in my situation, we just had to give my dad time to get there. Right. And so what I started out doing, I fixed him. I had a huge house at the time. I downsized later on. But I fixed up his own room, his own bathroom, his own den. He had everything he needed. And I would just casually say, Daddy, come over and spend the night with me. And so he'd say, okay. One thing, after a while, he was staying all the time.
And you can eat together.
Oh, and he would.
Yes.
So he got where he would just come on over. And then one day, okay, I will sell my house. Because I was like, Daddy, I would be like, why don't you just sell your house? See, it was to that point where I could casually throw that out there.
Right.
And he did, and he lived with me, like I say, 4 years, loved it. Oh, but now he would, nice. And so I say all that I share this with y'all because parents need their space. If you're going to have your parents, so looking for that home, I get it. Believe me, I've been there. Theresa, you're going to be there probably soon enough. So call us, and because you're going to want a home that maybe has that extra seating room. Right. You know what I'm saying? That extra master bedroom with the extra master bath. Most parents, if there was like mine, he would have never done this had he in any way suspected that he was intruding on my privacy or anything like that. My dad would have never done it. But so I had to make sure that there was open range there. You know what I'm saying?
He had his own space.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
My mom and I are polar opposites. So I'm going to have her, when we do move in and get her a multifamily home, her own space. Yeah. She might want to cook a little bit, or she might want to.
Well, I couldn't let Daddy cook.
She likes to watch her shows.
Yeah. So, but now, I already had my home. So if you were there and say your home's not big enough, but you were in a situation where, down the road or maybe even sooner, you need to bring your parents in. Let's start looking. We'll help you look and see if we can't find you a home. And you may have to put yours on the market. I don't know. It depends on your situation. Right. But like I said, I already had a house, so I didn't have to. My house was big enough. I didn't need the extra income. But if you were there and you need it, then you could also count theirs as well.
Yes.
So it's a
win-win.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus, like I say, like we would have never ever put my dad in a nursing home.
No.
That wasn't going to
agree.
happen. Sorry. Anyway, so there's a little tip right there, multi-generational home. If you need help with that, call us. That's what we're here for. So what kind of events do we have coming up?
Oh, wow. I'm only going to mention 2 today, and those are the chili cook-off. So you chefs out there, get ready. It's going to be on February 3rd. That's coming up quick.
Can I still go to Wendy's and just buy a bunch and stick out there and put my name on it? Would that be cheating? That would be cheating, wouldn't
I
it?
don't even know how this works. I need to go down there and see.
Robert fixes chili.
Robert is my husband. People ask for his chili before they ask for mine. And the bad part of that is I taught him how to make chili. And then he went off into this stuff and started adding things. And now his is better than mine, which I don't like. But
all right, so what else you got?
But I got that, and it's on February 3rd, and it's at from 12 to 2 downtown. So hopefully the weather will be nice that day. And the things, it's the 16th annual chili cook-off. And so if you want to register, they say go by, pick up a registration form at 635 Broad Street. And also you can find it on Facebook under City of Gadsden. And then the other thing is the Bama Bucks. And it's going to be, you get to take a picture with Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
I was up showing I have.
Am I saying that right? Sasquatch.
Close enough. Better than what I can do.
Sasquatch.
But is that the same thing as the Possum Queen contest?
And they're going to crown the Possum Queen, and I really feel like we should try to be in it. I want to be in it, and I want to win.
It's called Sand Mountain Sam.
Sand Mountain Sam? But
It's like a Groundhog Day.
Well, I thought
Thank you, John.
Sasquatch.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, they'll have a bunch of rednecks out there.
Okay. So what's the qualifications for the Possum Queen? Am I too old? We're going to end.
I know. Are we too old to be Possum Queen?
That's discrimination. That's age
I know. If
discrimination.
they say it's like 18 to 21, I'm going to be really.
We would pass for 21, Theresa. Come on. We can do that.
And actually, they've got Possum Week, February 2nd through the 5th. I mean, so excited.
Is a possum the same thing as a groundhog? Aren't they supposed to come out and see their shadow?
They're doing it with the possum.
Okay.
There you go. John,
Okay.
thank you.
And then, wow. So, yeah, and you can get your picture made with Sasquatch. But, yeah, come out that day. And it's February the 2nd, which is the same day as the chili cook-off. Isn't it? I think so. And it's from 7:30 to 9. And will we have an early spring or 6 more weeks of winter? What do you think? I think this is a winter year. Because I have found, since I've lived in Alabama for 45 years, that if it snows once, it's going to snow again. And if it doesn't snow, it doesn't snow early, you're not getting anything. So I feel like we're got one more cold snap.
Well, you were going to get a cold snap. It's just we haven't reached February. We're going to have winter is not over with, Theresa. If that's what you're asking.
I don't care what the possum sees. I believe it's going to be
When does
6
the possum-
more weeks of cold. What do you think?
When does the possum come out? When's
February 2nd at the
February 2nd?
at the thing at the
I don't know.
event. So
Yes.
I'm really thinking about going. I really do.
Well, I think we're going to have winter.
But I've got to find out the qualifications for the Possum Queen. And we are going to try to get in it, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll enter. Yeah.
All right.
I'm never entered a beauty pageant.
I have
will
never
enter this one because I want to be Possum Queen.
You know, when I grew up, okay, I'm nearsighted really bad. Thank God for contacts. I had like the Coke bottoms for glasses. So I doubt if I could have ever, won a beauty pageant. So this might be something I could win.
Well, speaking of win, Super Bowl's coming up. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So y'all know I like the Chiefs. Now I don't know anything about football, but I love to watch it.
Is it because of Taylor Swift?
No, but I don't dislike her. Don't get me wrong. No. I like the quarterback, and I like that number 87, Kelsey. I like him, and plus it's a good team.
What's his name? It's Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Travis Kelce.
Yeah. I forgot his first name. His last name's, yeah.
Well,
So I like him, and I like to watch him play. And so, but.
Do you think they're going, though? I mean.
Oh, yeah. They have the, okay, here's the thing. They got to go to the, hang on. Before that, the conference champion is next Saturday, next Sunday.
Okay.
Then if they win, February the 11th, then they go to the championship game.
who are they playing?
Well, let's see. Next week they play. Hang on, I have it right here, and somewhere on here I have it.
Well, while you're saying, you want me to tell them
What's the Baltimore? No, I want you. Okay, they are playing the Baltimore Ravens next Sunday.
Oh, they'll beat them.
So, so if they
They got
win,
Taylor Swift on their side.
then if they win, but here's the thing, and we're gonna fix to close out here. But let me just tell you this. Take a wild guess. I wish they would ask my opinion on this. Because the halftime performance.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Guess who's going to be one of the halftime performers?
Who knows?
Usher.
Usher?
Excuse me, but I think he has a criminal. He has a criminal record.
As we say up north.
You
Usher.
could not find somebody that doesn't have a record.
Morgan Wallen's got a record.
Oh, no.
Now, we have, sing the national anthem. She's good.
Let's get the Eagles.
What's wrong with the Eagles?
Reba McEntire is going to sing the national anthem.
Well, that's okay.
Usher? Is that Usher? Usher? Whatever. Who cares? He's got a record. And you couldn't find just somebody that, you go on Google and read about this guy. You would not believe.
But he's not even he hasn't had a hit for a while, has he?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
My kids used to listen to him, but
Usher.
I don't even think he's
Who knows?
popular anymore. My favorite, which he can't come because he passed away, was Prince. That was
I loved France.
Did you see the Super Bowl performance he did?
Yeah.
In the rain.
I'll tell you
With high
somebody who
heels
was
on?
good. Oh, we got Whitney Houston. When Whitney Houston performed the national anthem,
Nobody can beat that.
They can't. Okay. All right.
So
we're going to talk about some other things. Go ahead.
Yeah, one more thing real quick. The Year of Gadsden.
Oh, yes.
Sure. Awards. It was great. Next, let's see, February 9th through 18th, it's 2 weekends in a row, is Steel Magnolias.
Mm.
So if you like Steel Magnolias, it's going to be
it.
The weekend of February 9th, the weekend of February 18th. It's most shows are 7 p.m. except Sunday shows are 2. If you have a group of 10 or more, the tickets are $15, and if not, they're $20. So come on out. We're going to go.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, if y'all want to go with us, come on down.
Just call us and we'll get a group of 10 and we'll get a discount.
Yeah.
And seniors get a discount too. So always throw that in there if you're a senior.
So and what's the listen, thank y'all. Yeah, thank y'all so much. Last week we had some bad weather, so we're glad to be back. Very, very, we're still learning here. We greatly appreciate it. Please, what's your thing, Theresa?
Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also comment. Give us some ideas. Well, don't miss next week because if you are planning, Scott Waldrop will give you some great advice.
Let us know who you think is going to win the game Sunday. There you go. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.